Yes, we are changing the pension scheme provider from Aviva to Royal London, who will be the new auto-enrolment scheme provider for all Jobwise employees. So I want to quickly run through the main reasons we've recommended the change and why we feel Royal London will better serve the needs of you as Jobwise employees. Obviously, this is a complex topic. I'm aware that pensions for some especially younger people, are not the most interesting subject, but bear with me whilst I cover the 6 areas which I feel are going to be the most beneficial and the reasons why we have chosen Royal London. So, firstly, charges. Now, these are the fees that the provider takes from your funds to run the pension product with your employer and manage your monies until you need it in retirement. It's measured in an annual deduction. So along with performance, this is the most important issue when looking at suitability. Now, currently, Aviva take 0.7% from your pot. Now, we've negotiated a rate of 0.43% with Royal London, which is obviously quite a lot less. And also, because they're a mutual company, which I'll explain shortly, they're able to rebate the profits, which comes in the format of deduction of fees. Currently, over the recent years, it's been 0.15%. Meaning an overall reduction to a notional fee of 0.28%, although this can't be guaranteed, which effectively works out at a 60% reduction in fees. So that's quite something. Secondly, performance. Now, on this simple graph, the red line represents the performance of your current pension funds with Aviva, and the green line is the performance of your new fund strategy with Royal London. Both funds have done well, so Aviva have done well for us over the years, but I feel that Royal London have got the edge now, and you can see by this performance that Royal London have performed better. We do feel that with this particular fund strategy, that all employees will be better served with this going forward. Okay, the third point is what I've mentioned just now about mutuality. Unlike major pension companies like Aviva, which are owned by shareholders, Royal London is a mutual company. So mutual companies like Royal London are customer owned. This means their profits are shared with customers, not shareholders. Everything they do is in their customers' or members' best interests, and they also aim to have a positive impact on wider society. Okay, so the most common questions we're likely to be asked is, what happens to my Aviva funds now? Well, although neither we, Royal London or Jobwise can advise you directly as to what to do with these funds, all we can do is to lay out the facts for you to make the best informed choice for yourself. Royal London will provide you with plenty of information, and they have a dedicated helpline just for this. But basically, your choices are to leave the funds with Aviva, should you wish to, or transfer them to Royal London. Also, the big benefit, I get this asked a lot with the reviews, what happens to little pots that have built up over the years, £2,000 here, £1,000 there. Well, all of the transfers you can easily do on this process, which is using what's called a direct offer basis. And it's a simplified version of a transfer that they offer for a maximum of a 6-week window after you've been set up as members. So I'd encourage you to certainly take advantage of that. And it happens in a pre-populated form in the welcome pack. Okay, so the 5th point was responsible investing. So it's another important reason why we recommended Royal London, and it's for their responsible investing. They are renowned for this in the pensions industry, and they're a trusted and respected advocate of ethical and sustainable investing. Their focus is on climate change and building financial resilience through responsible investing. Finally, Royal London go the extra mile by providing a lot more than just a pension product and management of the funds. So as members of the scheme, you automatically become members of Royal London due to their mutual status. They provide employee hubs to keep you track of your pension, a Royal London mobile app, which is very easy to use and can be used for other transfers of other funds, and their wellbeing initiative provides you with easy to read guides on many topics to help you deal with planned or unplanned life changes which affect your finances. There is also a non-advised service for members who can't afford to pay for advice, when they start to draw the benefits later in life. Okay, so that's the nitty-gritty of the reasons why we've recommended this change. So what happens now? Firstly, stage one, in October next month, the last premium will be paid to Aviva from the September collections from your wages. You will then start to receive introduction correspondence from Royal London. Then during November, that's actually when you start with your first premium to Royal London, which is from the collections that will be made from next month. You'll be invested in the Balanced Lifestyle Strategy Fund, the fund that I described earlier. That will be the default fund, but you do have a choice if you wanted to go for a different type of fund. You will get a membership number with the welcome pack, and then you set up as new members of the scheme. So the next stage is stage 3, which is that's where you sort of get involved, and it's a chance to transfer your other funds over to Royal London. And as I say, you can still do it after 6 weeks, but it's much smoother if it's done shortly after you've set up on the new scheme. So a little bit more about that. The stage 3, how do you transfer your funds? Well, nothing can happen until you become a member, and then you'll be allocated a membership number. You'll get a pre-populated form in the welcome pack, and then there's an online process for you to follow, supported by the Royal London helpline. And you'll see here a little bit more about it. So this is the welcome pack that you will receive, and as part of that, on the next stage, it will explain about your options for your Aviva funds. And so if you choose to switch to Royal London, they have a suite of material to support you along the way. They have a dedicated transfer team who will hold your hand through a fairly simplistic process. So once they get the data off you for your Aviva funds and also any other pots you've got, they can send the forms to you by post or email. And then if you want to go ahead, you can upload your application form online. And once you've received your pack and you're ready to go ahead with it, you can tell Royal London this via the mobile app, which is excellent. And I very much encourage you to download this in the early stages. Now, it is typical for people to build up a lot of small pension pots over their working life. And when I've done the reviews over many years, this is often the main question that I get asked. Can I move the funds over to Aviva? Well, it was a lot more difficult with Aviva, and it would cost more to use ourselves, etc. But Royal London have made it easier for those who want to tidy up their finances and get all their savings in one place using the Royal London mobile app. And then it's also very important that employees nominate who they want to receive their pension should they die. Royal London make it easy for members to view who they've nominated or nominate a beneficiary if they haven't already done so. So nearly there now. You've done well to keep listening. So in summary, these are the key points of the reason why we're making the change. Charges, Royal London will be at least 0.43% compared to 0.7%, but more likely to come down to 0.28 if we get the sharing of the profit. On the performance side of things, the Royal London will use the Government Portfolios 4 strategy, which also has an excellent track record as the default fund. They have the edge because of the mutuality benefit, and you, as becoming members, you also benefit this because they're reporting to you and they're advising you and not just to their shareholders. There's a lot of support in place, in particular around stage 3, where the dedicated helpline will allow you to not just understand the system of joining, but how to switch both your Aviva and any other pots you wish to amalgamate in the new scheme. We've got the responsible investing and service. Royal London have an excellent reputation as responsible investors and have won 5-star for service for the 13th year in a row in the Financial Advisor Service Awards 2021. They also have added benefits, which I've mentioned. The Royal London have a guide, a range of helpful guides and non-advised support through their wellbeing initiative once you become a member, all supported by their easy-to-use mobile app. Finally, All queries you have are likely to be covered in this video or through the dedicated helpline from Roy London. However, if you do need to contact us, these are the key contacts that you need for ourselves and for Jobwise, which is shown here. So well done for getting this far, and thank you for listening.